crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Remember, he's 3-4 defense.
Oh my God.
First carry for James Conner. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now.
How you getting black on me?
Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were back there. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack. To throw is King. Third and long. Now the pressure comes and it goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Anthony Barr providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Jordan Berry now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Let's go. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a give coming right is Breida.
Okay.
Work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On 1st down, here's Breida. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Breida.
Damn, y'all just got beat.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
So sit out with the whole way here to look. Fuck out of here, bitch. So sit out with the whole way here to look. Fuck out of here, bitch.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Go! On 1st and 10 is counter. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Oh, wow.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on 2nd down. King. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Looking to throw. King.
Come on, damn. How that shit? Fuck you, fuck that up.
Getting opportunities, but that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start on the ground with Breida.
Whoa! Whoa!
Past the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Matt Breida, 92 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized that.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Fuck no, man. Y'all got my boy. Fuck that.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
You're having a little rough time right now, fella.
Touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their
14
script.
zip, first quarter.
I don't think they'll abandon
14 zip. 14 zip. When I say this nigga killing me with this running back, killing me.
Here's King. Throwing again.
Oh!
Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
What's up, baby?
They run on first down, but
this team is going to be a rough team to beat.
Second down now.
They don't have any losses, and I don't think they won't go.
Let him march my man.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
All right. We don't need none of this shit.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, y'all. Come on.
A lot of force down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. King now from the gun, he'll throw.
Oh, damn.
Incomplete.
No good. Shit. Way to go. Way to try.
Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this one's out of bounds.
I can't find nothing for this fucking run. I got something for it. He just got me 2 times. You can't let him get you again, kid. You already know what the fuck you want to do.
They sure do. And now,
it's
really not the
asses
American
up.
punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
There you go. Gotta put a stop to this shit. He's gonna keep running.
That'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs.
Motherfucker, come on, man. Damn. Fuck this squad. You pop the shit up so he can catch it for a touchdown?
91 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Oh.
Not the time
these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting.
You talking about a bad fucking day.
With the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Man, I ain't never had bad luck. This some bad luck on bullshit right now. I cannot believe the fucking squad just did that.
And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over.
Damn it, man. I just need y'all niggas to break some shit.
For a big shot downfield. You know, if you're going to get all these points back on one drive, you're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete and able to rip off a
big chunk of yardage
before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Luck got to change.
1-0 our score.
This is not going to be our outcome.
Here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there.
You got to do something special.
Charles, this was the 27th ranked rushing attack coming in. That play sort of shows why.
Yeah, and I have to admit that I'm a little bit surprised because they have talent on the line. They got talent in the backfield, but for whatever reason, they can't mesh it together and make progress.
King.
What the fuck?
Second down.
What was that?
The receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels, and it's third down.
Really? It looked like maybe his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion.
It's going to be rough for us.
Good fucking game.
Now King, operating from the gun. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact.
God damn. Yeah, this is going to be one of them games. Fuck. It's all good. When you miss a motherfucking field goal and you on point with your shit.
Sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near
Not
midfield.
fucking playing with this dude no more.
Not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Woo! That was a good game, man. You didn't need to go the whole shit, no, bro.
Oh, come on. Oh, my God.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, they'll throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be caught.
What? Oh, my God.
Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
That's the score. Vikings 28. Steelers nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down. They need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around this for a while.
I still said I'm going to get my ass whooped right now. I don't care about your dub. That's a nigga. I don't worry about your dub right now.
I think they're out of patience.
Get my fucking ass whooped.
A drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the
ass whooped. 28-0.
Big time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now this throw complete to
Washington. I'm trying my fucking hardest, yo. I ain't never been in those situations like this with a squad.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook.
Dude got the Vikings, man. Like, I've been killed twice by the motherfucking halfback.
Now Armstead gets through, and now an opening.
Do your thing, boy. Do your thing. Earn your motherfucking money. Yeah. You ain't going nowhere. You staying here. You gonna stay home, boy. You gonna stay home. That's all I've been wanting. You kiss my ass, you bitch. Stay out of my conversation.
The first half. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
My fucking defense been shitty as fuck. But we don't give up. We a squad that don't give the fuck up. We a good squad that don't give up.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
I'm meant to be in that playoff spot.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll drop to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now.
All right, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Lets it fly for Thielen. It got his man complete.
Damn! How did you get beat like that?
A big play there for Minnesota.
Oh my God, I'm being out here getting fucking nailed left and right.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. They're going to look to throw.
Touch that shit.
Terrific there as
come on, man.
Incomplete.
Y'all look at these opportunities out here.
Nice play.
Already getting our ass beat.
And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might.
And then you moving forward up.
You get one defensive
Sug, see, these. Ain't enough for me. These niggas more hurt.
It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. 50's a mark.
Get it back. Get it back.
Back. Fun.
Right second again.
50. Mike 50.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's caught.
Yeah, y'all got killed on that.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Breida on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Shit. I'm a little embarrassed on this game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency
turn
a
up.
little bit. Maybe pump up the pace. Maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
What? Thank you for not.
Second down, but this one is incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. Third down here.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers. Different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And the Steelers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, King. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And he drops it.
Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Get it.
Breida, he'll try the right side. Pretty good running there. 9 yards.
Out here.
Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Hey. Whip by.
Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
What's up?
So first thing across my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, King. And this will be
God damn, you niggas can't hold the rock.
On the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Check safety, check safety.
To him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
We want it. Come on. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Quick. Check 59.
Back to throw. King. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Defense wins championship, baby. Motion, motion. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Mike 59. Mike 59. Crunch time, defense.
Sing to me.
59, Mike. Check, 59.
To throw is King. Gonna throw
Whoa!
it and go.
He threw it right to him, King. Fuck it. I know you saw something, but it wasn't there. It's all right.
They were looking for Johnson that time. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can hit.
Oh, shit. Did I just really do this?
Somewhat safe.
Come on. Thank you. Shit.
Big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because what?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
Move it.
It's caught by Treadwell. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hell no. I don't know where the fuck I was at.
He's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Breida. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone.
This is
and
crazy.
He won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. King. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Mason.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 6 there on the first down play. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible.
God damn, you niggas can't hold these rock for shit.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. That takes us from second to third down.
Set, ready? 30 base. Check, 59. Here we go. Hey, Delta. Here we go. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. All day, every day. He's fifth.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. And it's taken in at the 9. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
AT Gator. Down to lose 1. Check. High 5.
On third down, a run from Bree.
Make that nigga fumble.
Close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Vikings send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Vikings send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took
Did this nigga just let the ball hit him on the top of the head and get a ball back to them on the 16?
And put your defense in a bad spot.
I don't like the way they got this punt shit set up. It's fucking stupid.
Here's Breida. And they get to him quickly as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
This shit don't even make you want to play no more. Just put the joystick.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Complete to Washington. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, exit. Now.
Back to throw, Rudolph. And he finds McDonald. The big fella, 30. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a toss to Armstead. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Laquell Armstead, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to get a score back.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
Damn.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
X3, 218, chopper.
Looking to throw.
Thank you.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Javon Hargrave able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Blocking in the back. Yep, legal blocking.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Late ass call.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on 1st down. Samuels. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Rudolph over the middle, and it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rudolph now to throw. He's going to let it fly.
God damn, really? We didn't even try to fight for it.
C. Jackson, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the
just
world
too
is
much.
just tumbling down at this moment.
Threw the shit right to him, yo.
Some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They run again with Breida.
Break that motherfucker.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
CJ.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they fall to defeat for the second time this season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
That's ass thrashing.